Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Chelsea Road to Glory. If you like this video, please give it a like. It would mean a lot. And let's get straight into today's content. We're going to start off with our division rival rewards. Unfortunately for us, we have been relegated from the league division, which I don't mind it too much. It was becoming very difficult to find a lot of opponents that might be 50-50s. A lot of the teams that I would come up with would just be too much for me, and for a red pick that wasn't useful at this stage in the game, you know, I really don't mind going back down and just picking rewards that contain packs only. So we got placed in Div 2, which I feel like I probably should have been put in Div 1 because Div 1 wasn't that bad, but you know, Div 2's all right. We will be going for the coin rewards come this Thursday, and we're gonna get straight into the gameplay. And in the gameplay, you'll see the first 5 games that I had for qualification, because we were thinking about whether to qualify this weekend and save the token for team of the season next week, or qualify and just get into the weekend league for today, Friday. And I took the loan version of Petite just to try him out, because you know, I was thinking, what if we do that SBC since he's still out and available. And after the 5 matches that I had with him, he had an anchor. I don't know if Shadow would have been any different, but he just wasn't as good as Kante's flashback, which was very disappointing for me, because at this stage I kind of feel like Kante flashback is under the power curve defensively, because there are a lot better options. But given our road to glory, we have very narrow options. And at some point I stopped using Chalaba just because he felt a little bit too clunky in that CDM role. And I know his long legs could be great for interceptions, but at the same time it causes a lot of gaps if there's any passes that go between his legs, and Kante is very small. You know, he'll get that ball no matter what. So we decided to go back to flashback Kante, and you know, that was a good decision. Petit is a bit of, I don't know, I wouldn't say he's sluggish, but like he just feels like he's in the wrong positions at the wrong times, and very few times does he actually come to intercept the ball or cut off a pass, versus Kante, who's just literally all over the place and doesn't stop running. So there's that. I probably will not be completing it, especially with the SBCs that will be coming. You know, it will be a lot more easier for us to just keep that. And yeah, let me know in the comments of the video, if you guys get to this point, what are your guys' teams are looking like for community team of the season and Eredivisie team of the season, because I can't tell if it's worth playing weekend league for right now, mainly because of the fact that the low ranks, where we usually finish comfortably, are now capped at 90, which, I mean, the lowest rated team of the seasons I think are like 80, 88. There is 187, but I mean, he's a goalkeeper, so like it's kind of meh. But the other ones are at least 88, 89, 90s, and you know, obviously they go up to, right now I think the max is 96. So you know, there's that. But I mean, with the cap at 90, I feel like it's very limiting, especially with the fact that there are certain cards that you cannot get red anymore, and that's kind of a huge blow, because for example, Gravenberch is In 95 team of the season, he looks really good, you know, for anybody's team, but you can't even get him red because the current system right now doesn't allow him to be picked as a red. You only get picks after, I think it's like rank 6 or above, where you can only get community team of the seasons, which is nice because that is the major league, and that's the bunch you want to get your red picks from, compared to last year and years before where you can get them from any of them. But you know, not being able to get someone as high tier as him as a red version is kind of disappointing. But I guess it's the sacrifice that they have to make in order for team of the season rewards to be good for higher level players. Although I will say the one pick, 1 of 3 for that first rank just above us is kind of mediocre. I feel like it should be 2 picks for 1 of 3 community team of the seasons, because I mean, it's a lot better than it's a lot better than what we usually get, but at the same time, only 1 pick is very, very dead, especially when it comes to the other leagues, because you know, you're only, if you get that rank, you're only gonna get 1 pick, 1 of 3 from, I don't know, the Bundesliga or Serie A and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys are comfortable with that, but for me personally, I mean, I don't really mind it. The only thing I guess is it depends on what rating Quadrado is, if he even gets one. I don't know if he will. That's what I'm kind of hoping for, because Livramento literally just saved us in this episode, because you know, after this I was kind of wondering if we should get out of the Chelsea Road to Glory, get out of the Chelsea team, and just get a regular one, build a new team. But you know, they gave us some good stuff in icon swaps. We got 2 Chelsea players, one of them being Samuel Eto'o. He got his prime icon moments, and I'm kind of debating on whether to go for him or not. And the other option is prime Gullit. Last year we did grind for his SBC, but this year they're making his prime icon worth 17 tokens, so that means we can only miss 1, which is the big question, because the online swaps, I have no good team that is Liga or any of the major leagues that would be able to compete with these guys. I don't know if there's a match rating or a team overall rating that is in, but you know, maybe I'll take a look. Maybe I will grind it for Gullit, but I think the easier option is to go for Eto'o. He's only 11 tokens, which means we technically only need to do the FUT Champs tokens and the Squad Battles tokens, and we would get him very easily, and it would be a huge upgrade over his 90. So you know, maybe that's an option that we can do. Another thing that we did get is we got a GARY CAHILL in the storyline, the season pass, and I'm kind of wondering whether I go for that level 30 or not. I haven't hit level 30 in a long time. The last time I hit level 30, I think, was for a card that I wanted. The last time I remember was when Kovacic was in storyline, like I think that was last year or 2 years ago. So it's been a while. Oh, actually, I remember. There was a Pulisic. The more recent one was Pulisic in the storyline, and that was the last time I think that I got to level 30. So if I want to go to level 30, GARY CAHILL is another option. So maybe we go for him, because you know, he's one of the Chelsea captains, vice captains, I think, for us. The only sad part is he's at Bournemouth, so he's actually in the EFL, which means we don't actually have a link to him unless we somehow move the team around, but he wouldn't get full chem. He would still get a red link from Mendy, so I don't know how to fix that issue. Maybe we get somebody in, but I don't think maybe we get check-in. I don't know. It all really depends on if I reach level 30, because you know we could technically do that and check would be on full chem, Cahill on full chem, because we still do want to get Livramento. I still want to try him out, even though we didn't get him in our red rewards. You saw just now what we got in reds. We got that Eredivisie link, which is really nice, but obviously for us it's not really much for us. And here in the 185 plus that we did open, we got Bernardo Silva, but you know, we're gonna keep the other one for next week. We will be opening all these packs for Premier League Team of the Season, which is gonna be put together with the EFL according to leaks. So it's gonna be a lot of fodder, and we're gonna get next week, and hopefully I will be able to deliver Team of the Season rewards as quickly as I can. You know, this week I wanted to stop at 5 because it feels a lot more relaxing. You know, I went 5-1. There wasn't really much of a fuss to get those wins. So, you know. And yeah, we're going to end it with the other 100k pack. I was going to save these packs, but I mean, there's no point in really saving them since they're tradable. You know, we can always swap them out for untradeable ones. We get an inform there, which may or may not be useful. I don't know, but I will bring you the guaranteed Team of the Seasons if they do that. Hopefully we get Livramento from there before I have to buy him. Right now I think he's like 85k, which I don't mind spending coins on. You know, we got a huge amount of coins right now, and I'm still thinking about whether I want to buy Joe Cole to replace Pulisic, but Pulisic's still been pretty good. I think if I want to try to go for Gullit, it would have to be if Gallagher and De Bruyne don't get Team of the Seasons next week. So I think next week I'll probably make my final decision and then grind it out, because we still have to wait regardless for the other icon swaps tokens. But that'll be all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.